and stuff like that. And I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, they started doing it as a family tradition because Earl, my grandfather, and Alonzo did that when they were younger. Yeah, I only spent one night in the Big Shanty with them.
You wouldn't know Charlie Beers.
Boy, that name sounds familiar.
Well, he is part of a party that goes in there, yes. He's a partner in our camp up on the Jessup, up in...
Then yes, I must have known him because I moved every one of the parties in with my grandfather.
He's about 6'4" and well built. He's also a minister, he's an engineer, and he's very active, and he's a partner in our camp right now. So.
Then yes, I must have met him over the years.
He's still active, you know, in this area.
Because we moved a lot of hunting parties in and out, you know, over the years. Because we moved in some from here going in on this side, and then we moved some going in from this end, and then we moved a bunch of parties in from the North River end. Because there was a couple of years we had to take them from the North River side because the mountain was too muddy. So we'd have to go in from the high side. Yeah. And we went into, we did a couple parties into the Santanoni up in Indian Lake. Yeah, we did a couple in that way too, into Cold River. Yeah. Or almost to Cold River. Yeah. And then we did 4 or 5 years into Faro Lake over in Brant Lake. Yeah, we did a bunch in there too. You know, we do an engine show every year in the 3rd weekend in August.
What is that?
You know the old hit and miss engines? The one lung, one piston engines?
Yeah, what
make and break, hit and miss.
We used to cut ice in the 40s in Lake Pleasant. We had one of those for the conveyor to put the ice up on the old truck. Woody engine. Woody?
Yeah, Woody's is one company, yeah. My grandfather, Earl, started collecting them when he got out of the horses. He started collecting them. We have 22 or 23 engines up there right now. No, we do. And we started doing an engine show the 3rd weekend in August.
Where was that now?
That's right up there at his house. And we do the mill and we show the Whitty engines, and we have economy engines, Sears and Roebuck engines, all from back there. And different people come around and they meet us up there and go through everything. So we have a pretty good turnout up there, 75, 80 people.
Never even heard of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. A guy from Edinburgh, we'd go out there and do one out in Edinburgh.
That's where I met Earl years ago.
Bob Rockwell.
I don't know the name, but I was making pack baskets. I've been doing it over 50 years.
Yep.
And he was there with his rake, and I forget what else he was doing there. That's where we first met. Nellie Staves or something museum.
Okay, I was just going to try to remember the name of the museum. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, gee.
We would go out to Cooperstown and around with him and stuff. Yep. Yeah, there's me and 2 of my brothers are pretty active in a lot of his adventures.
That's wonderful.
My youngest brother right now is he started picking up the blacksmithing that my grandfather showed him. So he does hand pound, hand forged, all of that now. He's just picking it up now. Because Earl had a blacksmith shop up there too.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's got a bunch of stuff up there. The old engines and he's got a Bell sawmill. You know
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
It's a 48-inch sawmill. It's a Bell mill, and it goes back and forth.
You know, I used to be over here. I worked at Gore. I was a ski instructor for 4 years, from 1970 to 74, and I worked here for all those winters. And come over here. They didn't make snow then, but back in Speculator, we had snow like this come over, and it was rocks.
Yeah. Would you like to see the engines?
No, thanks. I'm not quite that interested in them. I appreciate your offer.
Because he still made the hay rakes, right up. Yeah, my brother does it now.
I got one from him. I think I gave him $15 for it, and it hangs in my workshop.
Yeah, 15.
We have a sugar bush back there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where we make our rustic furniture and stuff. And that rake is on the. I put it on the ceiling out of a safe place that he made. He used to use for the tines hophorn beam, like
ironwood. Yeah, we still do. Yeah. Because my brother took on the tradition. He bought the equipment from my grandfather.
Wonderful.
Yep. So did you just decide to take a ride today?
Well, my son Jack here, we used to call this going around the horn from Speculator, North Creek, and
to Indian Lake and back around. That's what we still call it.
They took it all day, you know, the old roads. My wife's father and grandfather, they took the ride around the horn.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is wonderful. I'm so glad we stopped here.
We still do that. I still take it. This is my son. He lives up in Port Henry. Up by Ironville. Yeah, he lives up there, so I get him on the weekends, so I take him to work with me and do different projects and stuff like that. So
Fabian, is your last name Edwards?
No, it's Conlon.
Conlon.
Yeah, okay. And Earl's was Allen.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Edwards was the hill in front of my grandfather's house.
Oh, okay.
Guy there that.
Okay.
Yep.
I've got a book, must be your grandmother. She was a minister.
Yep.
Daisy was it?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got the book that, in fact, I think Earl signed it for me.
Yeah, it's Ranger Bowback.
Yep.
Yeah. That was my grandparents. Yep.
Well, this is.
So you're Jack.
Yeah, I'm Jack Jr.
Yep.
And here you're Jack.
Yep.
Okay.
Ledley.
From
Speculator.
Well, I'd give you a card, but not that it matters.
It does. It does matter. It really does. I like to meet people that were friends of my grandfather's. He had a pretty big impact on my life. My grandfather.
Yeah, you're so fortunate. I can barely remember both of my grandparents.
Yeah, I had him for 44 years. So
oh gosh.
I was, and we were not only grandfather, but we were good friends. So he. I don't have my phone on me.
I got why don't I text you your mobile phone?
Yes.
I can text you right now. My